All right, welcome back, Mr. Smith Garage. We are here in the garage with Jack, the Vanagon, all kinds of parts spread out, observing the Bentley, the Bible of Volkswagen Vanagon. Anyway, as you can see, I've been working on front end stuff, trying to narrow this stuff down and get things done. I have done quite a few things, not on video, and I apologize, but I was really sick last week and this weekend, and that last video I did was brutal. So thought, why torture you all with craziness? So anyway, so what we started working on is I did get down here and show you. I got the steering rack in there with new tie rods and new bellows. So that is in. And what else have we done while you've been gone? We kind of painted some new stuff. I got these, got the bushings in, did my weld, my little spot weld, and then painted over those so they wouldn't rust. So those are ready to go in. I'm trying to think of what else is ready to go. Oh, we've been working on the motor. This is exciting. So this is the 2.0 air-cooled Vanagon motor. And as you can see, we got new fuel rails on there with the new injectors. We've got a new wire loom that's wrapped around there. Might have started working on that already. We got the intake manifold in. Just working on getting a few more bits and bobs together. So the fuel rail's in. It's ready to go. Let's see. What else am I going to need? Some distributor. Oh, I do need to get the oil pressure regulator and get that set up because I want one of those on there. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. We've kind of, I do need to do some cleanup so that I can start working on those front, what are those called? You guys know what these things are called? Spindles. Got my spindles here, and really need to get those bottom ball joints cleaned out so it's ready to go. So we're gonna need to clean up this mess a little bit so I can work on cleaning that stuff up. I want to show you Ferdinand's top, new top. Look at that. It's always had that little patch there because it had a cut. Nice window. Ferdinand needs a little cleaning. One thing everything seems to go pretty well here. That rubber seems to get stuck under the door, but this is looks like a good seal. When this window's up, there is a little bit of a gap right here. And then there's a little bit of a gap down here, but it's the same on both sides. So I think maybe the top was just a little bit short. So anyway, I appreciate those guys at Frank Johnston Upholstery for doing that. He had a guy there that has done upholstery for a lot of years. I haven't taken the top down yet. I figured I'd wait to do that until a nice sunny day. Excited about where things are going and what we're showing you here. Just haven't been able to do a lot of recording. So hopefully we'll get back to recording a little bit here. Once I start getting at least one side on and making sure I can get those ball joints into the spindle, because got them in here in the freezer, hoping they're cooling down. All kinds of good stuff in here. Look at that. We got German stuff in the freezer. It's a good sign. All right, so we'll be back with a little bit more here in just a moment. All right, this is going to be pretty brief, but at least I'm going to get something out there to show you what's been going on. So I did clean up just a little bit here, and got one ball joint semi-installed. I think I'm going to go down to Harbor Freight tomorrow and look for, I think they've got a ball joint kit that has a kind of like a half round piece that would fit around this edge, and I can use it on the press. I've got it pretty much in there. You can kind of see, but it feels like it needs to go just ever so slightly more, because I can see daylight between the ball joint and the spindle. So I think there's a tool there that I can use. I can't quite get this thing in, but I don't know if it's necessarily because there's not enough ridge in there for it, or if this is actually a little too big of a ring. Here, let me set this down. What I'm talking about here is, see how, you know, that's the gap in there is not wide enough for this clip. So that's why I'm thinking if I can press it just a little bit deeper, maybe it will work. I even tried to kind of like stick it in there a certain way, but it's just not quite, there's not quite enough room in there. I'm thinking the next step, if it doesn't fit, is to look for a different type of clip. And there's a possibility I could use one that's, I wonder if the one on the axle's that big. I don't think it is. I don't think the axles are that big. What do you guys think? Let's see here if I've got a, kind of looking for pulling straws here. No, the axle's not that big. I was thinking like a clip like that. Nope, not that size. But that's actually the size of the other ones. They're much smaller. So anyway, we'll see what we can figure out, if we can get a different kind of clip than that, or if that's supposed to be able to fit under there. For now, thanks for watching Mr. Smith Garage. Oh, the way that I got that on was I used the vise and I just put it one way, clamped it down just a little bit, flipped it the other way, clamped it down, and I got it in there. I just off just a little bit. So once again, thanks for watching Mr. Smith Garage. Not a whole lot of edits on this because I didn't really do a whole lot, but I am going to post this just so you kind of know that things are moving along. Steering rack is in, jack, and we just got to get these ball joints figured out, and then we can get the whole front end put on. Ooh, why am I yawning? Oh, still a little under the weather. So thanks for those of you that are following along and seeing what we're doing with Jack. Full rebuild, this is a long process, much longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's been pretty long. I'm drinking my orange sparkling water, LaCroix. Yeah, we got a lot going on in here. So want to get this rolling. Really missed like buses by the bridge, and there's all kinds of things that I'd really like to have been at. Burning van. So hoping we get this rolling in a short period of time. Thanks for watching Mr. Smith Garage.